You are born screaming on a pile of straw in a one-room hut that smells like goat. Your mom just delivered you herself. No doctor, no midwife. Just prayers and a sharp knife. The family home is one room. You share it with your parents, 4 siblings, and livestock. Your crib is a wooden box your dad also uses for storing turnips. Luxury. Welcome to the 13th century. Spoiler. It doesn't get better from here. Your babysitter is your 5-year-old sister. She is also in charge of feeding the chickens. Your first meal is a gray paste that might be oats, might be dirt. Honestly, hard to tell. The street outside doubles as the village sewer. That smell is just how life works now. By the time you can walk, your favorite toy is a stick. Your second favorite is mud. Half the children in your village won't see their 5th birthday. Those are your actual odds. Your dad puts you to work the second your legs can handle it. You are 3. Your job is pulling weeds from the Lord's field. His field, not yours. You own absolutely nothing. Your hands already look like leather, and you haven't even hit double digits yet. Every day you haul water from the village. Well, it is about a 1/4 mile each way. Dinner is bread so coarse it could sand furniture. On a good day, there might be cabbage. You are also responsible for the pigs. They outweigh you by about 100 pounds, and they know it. Church every Sunday is your only day off. And by day off, I mean you sit on wood for 3 hours. That manor on the hill belongs to the Lord who owns everything, including you, technically. 3 days a week, you work the Lord's land for free. Then you pay him a portion of everything you grow. Winter means everyone sleeps in one pile for warmth. Your blanket is basically a potato sack. Winter meals are even worse. This is soup the way a puddle is a swimming pool. The Lord's kid rides past on a horse wearing clothes that cost more than your entire family is worth. You can't read, you can't write, you won't learn either. School doesn't exist for you. Your other job is keeping rats out of the food supply. You are losing that battle. You have fleas, you have lice. Your entire family has fleas and lice. Everyone in the village does. Your bathroom is wherever you happen to be standing when the urge hits. That is just the system. The village bully is the blacksmith's son, and he is built like a small horse. Not your favorite neighbor. By 12, you are doing a full-grown man's share of labor. Your childhood ended about 9 years ago. Harvest season means 18-hour days swinging a flail until your arms go numb. Fun times. Your coworker is an ox with a better attitude than your boss and roughly the same intelligence. The village water supply comes from the same stream everyone dumps their waste into. Refreshing. The local market has 3 items: turnips, cabbage, and bread that could be used as a weapon. A merchant passes through once a season. It is basically the medieval equivalent of Netflix dropping a new show. Your first real responsibility is managing the chickens. Your success rate is not impressive, not your proudest moment. But honestly, this happens more often than you'd like to admit. Finally, you catch one, nobody claps. This is just Tuesday. On a good day, you get bread with actual cheese. This is peak medieval dining, and you are grateful. You've noticed the miller's daughter. She has noticed you noticing. Peak romantic tension for the 13th century. That castle on the horizon is where the actual Lord lives. You'll never set foot inside. That is not your world. The church tells you suffering is noble and poverty is a blessing. Convenient message from a building full of gold. Community means everyone helps rebuild when something breaks. Something is always breaking. Soldiers pass through sometimes. You are invisible to them unless they need food or someone to kick. Tax day, you owe the Lord grain, the church a tithe, and the miller a cut just for grinding your wheat. You've learned to fix every tool you own because replacing anything is basically impossible. The harvest festival is the one night a year you actually have fun. Ale helps a lot. You are 18. You've got your own strip of land to farm. It belongs to the Lord, but you get to work it. You marry the miller's daughter. The wedding gift from her family is a goat. Best day of your life. Your first home together has a dirt floor, one pot, and roughly the square footage of a parking space. Every single day is the same loop. Wake up, plow, plant, weed, harvest, sleep. Repeat forever. You plant seeds, birds eat the seeds, you plant more seeds. Birds eat those too. Agriculture. Your first child arrives, you love them immediately. You are also terrified because you can barely feed yourself. Dinner for 6 is one pot of pottage and some bread. Nobody leaves full. That is just how it goes. One bad storm wipes out 3 months of work. There is no insurance, no backup plan. Just hunger. You find one surviving turnip and treat it like it is made of gold. Because right now it basically is. Even after the flood, the Lord still wants his share. The system doesn't care about your problems. Your wife works the field right beside you, with the baby strapped to her back. Maternity leave isn't invented yet. The miller takes a cut of everything he grinds, and he is the only miller. Monopoly isn't just a board game. Your neighbor moved the boundary marker 3 inches into your strip. This is basically an act of war. The quiet moments are rare. Mending a net while your kids play might be the best it gets. A neighbor's hut catches fire. The whole village runs to help because if one burns, they all might go. You spend the night fighting fire with wooden buckets? This is your fire department. When animals get sick, the village solution is prayer. It works about as well as you'd expect. Your kid starts working the fields at the same age you did. The cycle doesn't break. It just repeats. The alehouse is your only social outlet. The ale is terrible, but it is safer than the water supply. A holy relic passes through town. Everyone kneels. Nobody asks what it actually is. Faith doesn't need receipts. You are 30. You look 50. Everything hurts and you can't remember a day it didn't. Another winter coming. You've survived 29 of them. Each one took something from you. The harvest was short this year. You do the maths in your head. It doesn't add up. You lie awake wondering how to stretch 2 months of food into 5. Nobody taught you that. Winter arrives, and it is brutal. Your hut has no insulation. The wind comes straight through the walls. Your youngest starts coughing in January. There is no medicine. There is no doctor within 50 miles. The cough takes your youngest before spring. You bury them behind the church next to 3 of your siblings. There is no time to grieve. The field needs plowing. The Lord still wants his rent. Life keeps moving. Your back gives out at 32. From now on, every step comes with a reminder of every step before it. You start teaching your son everything you know, which honestly isn't much, but it is enough to survive. Word arrives that a plague is spreading through the next county. Everyone prays it won't reach you. It reaches you. You nail boards over the doors of the sick and hope for the best. Medieval quarantine. You help bury your neighbors. The priest says it is God's will. You are running out of things to say back. You are 35 and the village considers you old. Your son does most of the heavy work now. Your body is a catalog of everything you've done to it. Knees gone. Back destroyed. Hands like claws. Your wife feeds you now. She has aged just as hard. You were both young about 15 minutes ago. Your grandkids work the same field you worked. Same Lord, same taxes, same turnips. Nothing changed. The church promises something better after this. At this point, you are counting on it. You've been hungry your entire life. You've buried children. You've survived plague. You are still here. You take to the bed one morning and don't get up. Your wife knows, your son knows, everyone knows. She holds your hand the way she did at the well 30 years ago. Some things don't need words. You close your eyes in the same room you opened them. 37 years. That was the whole thing. The village carries you to the churchyard. The priest says a few words. It takes about 10 minutes. Your son stands at your grave for a moment. Then he walks back to the field. Crops don't wait. The village looks exactly the same as the day you were born. Nothing moved. Nothing changed. Nothing will. Somewhere in that same hut, a new baby opens its eyes. same straw, same goat, same everything. And the whole thing starts again.